Yeah, who can tell me I'm wrong for how I'm getting this paper? Life is hell, we can make it mail and ain't nobody gon' save us. So I can really give a damn if you think that I'm wrong or right. I'ma hustle all day, I'ma hustle all night.
Hello and welcome, TAAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach, y'all. You heard it. We hustling all day. We're going to hustle all night, y'all. It's Coffee Break, Sports Edition on TAAN TV. I'm your host, Vance Bradford, and bringing in my main man, Kevin, a.k.a. the OneEyed Scout. What's up, baby?
Oh, nothing, man. It's been so long since we've had our Monday nights at 6. Almost didn't know how to act.
I know, man. Man, we've been on that road and doing quite a few things, man. So, hey, I think I messed up when I said when I turned you loose and said, "Hey, get him, baby," because I'm telling you, Kevin. Hey, man, you don't stop, dude. I'll give it to you, man. And it's you serious about what you're doing, and you don't stop. So I told you I was gonna commit. And bro, you working the brother. You working the brother. But the thing about it, man, I'm enjoying the games. I really am. I'm enjoying the games. I'm a hooper by trade anyway. I'm enjoying the games and the way meeting some of the kids, meeting some of the coaches, that relationships that you already have and cultivated, some of them. And I like that. I like how they respect you, look up to you, man, and so it's been a great little journey. It's been short but sweet, and hopefully it's going to be on down the road, man. So hey, first of all, before we jump into our high school coverage of basketball, San Antonio basketball, I do want to say I know I talked to you and you said if the Saints wasn't involved, you really didn't. They had no fight in the well.
No dog in the fight.
No
Yeah.
skin in the fight. Yeah. But, I do want to congratulate the Philadelphia Eagles, especially Jalen Hurts, man, because one thing, he's that dog, baby. He's that dog. And one thing that you see out of Jalen Hurts is something that is dear to us, that is embedded in us as an Omega Psi Phi fraternity. It's perseverance. One thing that brother's done is persevered, man. And of all the ups and downs that he's been going through, I loved it. First thing he keeps God first, and everything else falls into place, man. I like that young brother, and I wish him more success. I hope he gets a chance to three-peat one day. We'll see. Kansas City just got their butt waxed. They just got waxed. I was surprised. I definitely was. My Philadelphia pick was with my heart. My Kansas City pick was, I said, you just had to beat the champs, until they got beaten like they did, they were the champs, So even though Philly had a stronger team, so I'm gonna stay off of that. Congratulations to Philadelphia Eagles. I got my partners, Brian. Brian Daniels, man, the Philadelphia Eagle fans. Congratulations to all you Eagles right now, flying high. All right, Kevin. So now
you can't skip over Kendrick Lamar, man. That halftime show was live.
Yeah, I can skip. Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, man. The choreography, the dancers, my wife being a dance coach.
Okay.
We talked about that and how they intertwine the American flag and the symbolism of how America was built, and then different segments, man. I just think he made a real statement without making a statement in his performance.
Okay.
So, but now we'll move on.
well, since you brought it up though, but
All right.
I probably would not have had that if I could understood what he was saying, though. That's just me. I'm an old man. And I like rap. Man, I was introduced to Tupac, man, years ago.
Hmm.
I didn't get into Tupac after he was dead, and once I did, because I wasn't really into rap. I'm an R&B guy.
Hmm.
It's just how it is. But um, I mean, I know that it's time for our younger folks to step up,
Hmm.
but I just didn't get it. First of all, because I couldn't understand I couldn't understand it. I couldn't get it. And so then to
I
me,
respect that.
yeah, to me to leave it for someone else to explain. I mean, I just think we kind of missed it. We could get our point out, but I think we could have got it where it's clear because
Well,
that's what's happening now. It's a lot of misconceptions and stuff that's being said we don't know about or don't understand.
mhm.
So but a lot of people liked it, and
Yeah,
a lot of people liked it. But the thing, like dissing Drake, what at the Super Bowl he did that the whole time.
yeah,
So
but
what,
there's
to hear the song, just to hear the song, and I could be wrong, but just to hear the song, hey, yeah, you got to play that song. I mean, and then Serena Williams up there, and his two exes. What? This is a halftime, supposed to be a halftime show, but anyway, that's me. And so
well, I'm glad you shared that perspective because I looked at it totally different,
mhm,
and that's the best part about working together. You and I is explaining different viewpoints
mhm.
on some stuff, and what we call it being united. Diversity.
Yeah, and you know what and like I said, you came with it, from the angle too of your wife's does the choreography and dance, and that's
Hmm.
probably all. I was watching it, and it was it was cool, and I
Hmm.
respect that, but actually, Samuel kind of threw me off too a little bit, but that so it is what it is, and
Yeah.
let's let's stand up and make sure we're doing something with this guy that's in office doing his thing. Okay.
All right. So you
Go
want to
ahead.
go college basketball, high school basketball? Which one you go first?
Uh college. We do college. We go. We
All right,
how yeah. We end it with high school like
like we always do.
of course. Let's do it.
Yeah. No, man, I really enjoyed our opportunities with UTSA. We were able to watch them overpower Temple, you know, and, for those that are listening and didn't catch it, UTSA allowed us to broadcast our way um, during those games. And, it was neat whenever we got the email the next day when they made sure we were coming out for uh, the next two games. Um, so the next game they came out and they played Tulane, and we were all there, and that game was back and forth, and they kind of lost it at the end, um, but they fought valiantly, and they were without one of their key starters, Primo Spears, but I think what is it Smurf Midland, uh, big numbers that night, 27, and they just came up short. And then when they played East Carolina, Vance, they must have outscored UTSA in the paint 50-10. I mean, they kept UTSA was leading the whole game. They kept, and then East Carolina kept pounding it inside.
Well,
And
they're a little light down there, man. They're a little light.
well, they got light quick because by the end of it, I think they had two players with four fouls, two bigs with four fouls,
Mhm.
and the other one had and the third one had three. Um, yeah, man, I just think that they haven't figured out how to close out games. Because they shoot well. And you remember the first game we talked about, they might have shot themselves out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And the East Carolina game, they were still hitting. The other team, East Carolina's came back. But we look forward. Um, they don't play again at the Convocation Center till February 19th. So we'll be on a little bit of a break there. And then they play Rice on March 2nd. So that'll be when we make it back out to UTSA again. And then we're fortunate enough to cover Incarnate Word. And, they split in our times there. They won one and lost one. And they're going to be out of town. Actually, they're playing right now against University of New Orleans. But we had other things we had to take care of tonight. And but they've played well. They've won. They were about almost 500 going into that homestand, and they'll be back on the court February 22nd against Stephen F. Austin, and February 24th on Monday night. We're going to be there when they play Lamar. We got some good friends that are coaching at Lamar, so it'll be a business and pleasure type event.
Okay. Okay. I like the pleasure.
No, and then we made it over to St. Mary's 2 or 3 times, and watched them defeat UT Tyler, and man, it was almost a football game. It was so tough. And then talking with some of the staff, they took the players and kind of put them in a room for 45 minutes and have them drinking fluids and eating crackers and trying to get ready for that game against Dallas Baptist, which was Dallas Baptist was ranked number 6 in the country, and St. Mary's is ranked number 25, and so it was a top 25 affair. And at the end it was a 12-point game, but it wasn't. That was the fouls for the free throws, trying to get the ball back. But St. Mary's got a good squad. They're
I
still
was just going to say that. I like St. Mary's squad. I like the fellas that I like them. They play scrappy, man. They play hard. They
and
they play hard workers, man. They not no really superstars, but they're good. They're good. Yeah, and they play hard. I like them. I like it.
I won't use it as an excuse, but that UT Tyler game was a double overtime affair that ended about 10:30.
Yeah.
So then you have 24 hours, Friday, 10:30, and then the game was at 3. All right, so you're talking about 36 hours. I mean, that's
Stop, Kevin.
what I
Stop.
don't want to make excuses. Then
Okay, yeah, stop for them young. They hey, college kids, and they had a break, so it wasn't like it was a back to back. So
all
no,
right,
but I mean, uh, uh, you say St. Mary's ranked 25, and they played the number 6 squad.
yeah.
Hey, that's a big gap, and so but they was in it. It was
Well, see, they beat the Dallas Baptist in overtime in Dallas,
hmm
and so they've already beaten them once. But they're 14-2 in conference, so they should get a really good seed in their conference tournament. And we'll see how things play out from there. But and looking at, we've been talking, you and I, about what games we're going to hit up. And I really wanted to see the Edison game tonight, but what I've learned is when we're doing media on any team but Edison, I can be okay. But when Edison's playing, the fan in me wants to start barking, start barking. So I thought it was just better if I went ahead and stuck to our original plan. But
Oh, okay. Well, you're gonna have to shake that out in case Edison go on a run, a playoff run, man.
yeah, we'll see. Well, I mean, the first round is going to be John Jay, so that won't be a bad.
Yay! Now that's gonna be a good one. If that's nothing, if nothing else but conversation, that's gonna be good. That's
Yeah, but let's go ahead and pull up the district because there's some interesting matchups, interesting things that are occurring. Um, this District 26 5A, the top three are settled. Uh, Wagner, New Braunfels, Alamo Heights, but that it's outstanding there. Let's see, over in 27 5A, that's Edison. Um, Jefferson's already clinched the district. Seguin is and Highlands are going to be 2 and 3, whichever way their games end up tonight. But Edison plays Burbank, and if Burbank wins, if Edison wins, they're in the playoffs. If Edison loses, they have to play Lanier for that last playoff spot. And then 28 5A, that's been settled for a long time. So we're going to move into 27 6A. Now, this is interesting, man. So Churchill has won 4 games in a row and fought their way, and they beat Reagan. They beat Churchill. I mean, they beat Johnson. So they've beaten people. Now they're tied for third place with Clark, Brandeis, Madison, and Churchill. Remember, we talked early on in the year that we really liked Madison's group, but they were really young. Well, they fought and scrapped their way and to be tied for third place. And if you look at those rankings, it's kind of if things play out the way that they should, Madison should beat Roosevelt. Roosevelt's at the bottom. Clark, if you look at records and play style, should lose to Johnson. And
okay,
then you
right?
look at Brandeis versus Reagan. Reagan should win that game. And then Churchill versus Lee. Churchill should win that game. So when you look at it, if it plays out, like I said, the way that I think it technically should, that Madison, that young group from Madison, and Churchill, who's been shot out of a cannon the last month, um, are going to make the last spot in the playoffs. And it's just crazy for me to think that two of those guys aren't going to make it.
Mm.
And 20,
Hey, that's
yeah,
competition, baby.
it is, man. Yeah, yes, it is. 28 6A, those are pretty much set. Those are updated. Um, I really want to give props to Sotomayor. I know all those teams have fought and worked their way into their spots. Um, but I'm a big fan of Sotomayor's program. I think they're building it the right way, and it's coming along. And there's a kid on there, Josiah Saunders, who doesn't get the publicity or respect that he should. But in talking to that staff, he's been a stand-up guy, um, and those around the program have talked about how much of a stand-up guy he is, and how he's really been a vital part of the success of that team. Um, you know, O'Connor has their two bigs and Evan Herrera and other pieces, Tristan and Jackson. Um, Harlan's gonna. I'm not sure which way Harlan's gonna go, big or little. 6A. But Brennan is I've been told Brennan plays Reagan in the first round of playoffs. Um, I don't know. I haven't seen it printed anywhere. Just been told by the uh, parents that were tracking it. So we'll take it for what it's worth. But I'm waiting until it gets printed. And then
Oh wait, before you leave, yeah, that district there, Kevin. I'm just looking at the from 5 on down, 5 through 9.
mhm.
They look like they were old school football teams. Warren, Stevens, Marshall, Tabb, and Holmes.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day, they were the footballers. So is redistricting and new schools like Sotomayor and
Well, shoot, Sotomayor, Harlan, and Brennan.
Brennan, yeah, and Brennan, all them newer schools that came in. So was that part of taking kids and from these schools or
I think some of that's what happened
okay.
because I know that, like, I know there were kids that, baseball wise, went to Taft because of their magnet there was communications, and all four of those kids are in uh, college for media communications. So that boosted their baseball program. Um, kids are going to move, but um, Warren's got a really good player in Devin Peterson. You know, he's a junior, so he's got another year of development. But man, some of those teams like Holmes, they're outclassed. I mean, not disrespect to them, but that's rough for Holmes coming to that Northeast dominant district or Northside dominant district, and that used to be Spencer Valley back in the day. Whenever they played in the Northeast, you feel like you get no calls. You never really get to play at home, you know. Um, so I just and then when you look at the top two teams, you got uh, Brennan with Kingston and two 4 stars. You got Harlan with two guys that signed to college. You got O'Connor with two big men. You got Soto. They just scratched and clawed with Josiah and then Roger that played inside. They've got both of those kids have offers to play. Justin McBride's a piece that's coming along for Soto. Um, so just 2 years, 3 years back, Marshall was really tough in the same lineup. Um, they had a
Yeah,
young
Marshall hadn't done nothing since Ski Jones.
man, probably so, but they got a young man playing at St. Edwards up there in Austin.
Okay.
Um, but as after that, Stevens, I have my own opinions, but Stevens systematically has lost players to other programs, um, and they blocked the kid from getting to play at a program. But that won't ever come to public light. But so therefore I say no because by the same virtue, if those players were still at Stevens, they would have 3 or 4 college players. But I'm not sure if it's coaching style, if it's or why those guys left. I really don't. I just know one went to prep school, and the other two like physically moved. So I don't know, man. It's just a rebuild process, and
Okay. Okay. Well, no,
uh,
I was looking at that though. And before you move on to the next district, I do want to give a shout out because hey, we putting together our coaches corner, which is we slowly working on getting that together. We love talking to these coaches, man. I do want to give a shout out to Warren's assistant coach, Coach Shelby. Doing young coach, y'all, young coach. So we're gonna keep an eye on him, man, and hopefully one day he will, his dream will come true to be a head coach. So
Yeah.
moving on.
And for that point, we should also bring up Coach Abbott at Southwest Legacy. It was a few districts ago, but he came out and his episode of his interview will be airing uh, soon. And so we'll move over to our last district. It, this one has just become um, interesting at the top. Let's put it that way. Um, East Central played Clemens last week. No, they played Steele, and then they played Clemens. They won the game on a buzzer beater. Clemens did. So what they did was made a tie, a three-way tie for first. I mean, East Central is guaranteed a first place. Okay, they may have to share the district title, but look at Steele, Clemens, and Judson. They're all 8-3. Now, the one game that I know we're going to, or I'm going to, is Judson Clemens because I think that will give people a real gauge of Latrell Hoover because Latrell will be matched up with Ivan Dorn. And Ivan's already signed for his college, but they're both big athletic centers. Ivan more of a power forward. Um, Guard play will be good because you'll have Red, you have Coach Bell's son, you'll have a plethora of guards for Clemens.
Whoa, let me pull out my Google, my word study. You took me back to word study. Plethora.
um, but that's going to be a fun game, and that's at Clemens. Um, so yeah, I mean, all four of those teams are already automatically guaranteed in the playoffs just by their record. It's just going to see who gets second, third, and fourth.
Okay, man. Yeah, I'm hyped for the playoffs there, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
And you got me hyped with following, and I'm definitely hyped on following John Jay. Only because we just got more personable with him. That was my first team we kind of went after, and but as more and more we're doing more coverage of these other teams, man. I'm starting to look. I'm starting to see something. So you like to say, man, if we can get a John J. Edison first round, and then end up with now is it Wagner? Yeah, Wagner, John J. And then 6A. I just like to see Brandon, somebody challenge him. Just but if they walk through the city, what can we say? Then we'll be with them as they, get out of the city and get, on their way to the state. So, but
yeah, if you flip it over,
huh?
if we flip it over to the girls' side,
Okay.
it's almost the same for Judson. Judson girls.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was talking with Kayla King, and they're really looking forward to the playoffs. Um, shout out Kayla and a couple other Judson Rockets been really consistent at the doghouse on Sundays, and a lot similar to East Central. East Central has two or three girls. Uh, Kayla's going to University of Houston, and Amaya Holton is going to Oral Roberts University. So,
Oh,
so excited for that for those girls. But man, while we're going to be at the Judson Clemens game, there is some really good girls basketball games that are about to happen, and I'm gonna lay them out there at Northside Gym. You're gonna have Johnson versus Brennan at 5.
these are girls or guys?
Girls, girls.
Okay.
That'll be Kingston's sister Bella plays for Brennan. They're real tough. At 6:30 will be Brandeis versus Sotomayor, and I'm gonna give a shout out to Jordan Pete, Jade Bussy. Uh, they come out regularly and work out there. And then to top it off at 8 o'clock, you got Warren versus Clark. Um, and Clark's playing really well. Um, at the 6 o'clock time frame, you also have uh, O'Connor versus Churchill. You remember Churchill's been ranked most of the year, top in about the 20 to 25. And then 6 o'clock at the ACC, SAISD's basketball complex, you'll have San Antonio Southside versus the 12th ranked Sam Houston girls. So they've been really impressive this year.
Sam
And
Houston girls are ranked 12.
yeah,
I wish there's more times in the week. Okay.
I know, man. That's been the
I
crazy.
mean, we trying to cover, man, but woo.
Uh, and then at 7:30 at the ACC is the girls from John Jay will play versus Brackenridge. So and that's a full slate of basketball throughout the city. Because
What day was that? Did you cover several days, or did you cover two?
we we know Tuesday we're going to Justin Clemens, me and you. But those are also the girls' games for Tuesday.
Oh, so we switching now, Justin Clemens. No, because it's at Clemens, right?
We're going to the boys' game,
Yeah, Justin at Clemens, right? Oh, no.
and then the games that I mentioned off where the girls' playoffs are
Play
starting,
right.
and so that's just going to be some good times in the city, man. I mean, if you can't find a basketball game to go to, then you just don't like basketball. And I will give you a piece of advice that I received from old Spurs coach Bob Hill. He let me know to watch the University of Notre Dame women's team, and you will thank him later.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
caught some highlights, man, and they're pretty impressive, man. They really are.
Okay. So you rubbing elbows with ex Spurs coaches, the big Bob Hill in the house, huh?
Man, and it was the funniest thing because I went and sat in a chair at that table we sit at. I thought it was free chair, and it wound up being for him. And by the time I was trying to get up and get out and tell him to sit there, I finally got to sit your ass down. So I said, yes, sir.
All right, all right.
And so they quickly brought him another chair. But real nice man, real nice man. That's probably the third time I've sat near him. Uh,
Okay.
and we chatted up a couple of times, but good
Nice.
people. But hey, man, I'm digging and looking into the playoffs for TAPS for Antonian and TMI. And if possible, man, I want to get up and go see TMI. Elijah Williams is playing now. 6'6". You know, he's ranked anywhere from 44 in the country to the number 25 for Max Preps. And talking with our good friend Jay Fry, uh, we were talking. He might actually come out and be the best player in Texas to
Whoa,
start
whoa,
out.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yep,
Okay, because I remember that was floating in the air at
yep,
that he was probably the best in the city.
yep.
Now, and it was a little grumbling, but
I
then
was a grumble. Yeah.
it was a little grumbling, but then now uh,
Well,
you are reporting that he could be the best in the state.
in the class of 26.
Okay,
And so I reached out
okay.
to Corey and Tori, and told them that
What's up, dudes?
and, and talking with people around the state that they very well. I just haven't seen him play,
Yeah, yeah,
and so
yeah.
that
We
was
have.
my biggest hang up. But now that he's healthy and playing, um, and if they win, second round matchup may be Parish Episcopal, uh, where the Almuter twins play uh, Jay Sons. So that could be a very interesting
Jay
game.
Fry's son?
Yeah,
Really?
they
Okay.
play at Parish. They played in a NEISD tournament. Um, they came into the city and played. I just happened to be working at the same times, but they've been here. I
Okay.
watched them 3 or 4 times. They're tough.
Okay.
So they got a kid on that team, Sawyer Bats, that probably doesn't get enough attention. Um, young man holds the record for 3 pointers in a game. 15 made 3 pointers in one game.
Nice.
Yeah,
Let them fly that night, huh?
yeah, and he can just flat out shoot.
So let's start running away from the TMI stuff. I mean tap stuff. But so talk about Antonian then. You mentioned TMI, right? That's what
Yeah,
Elijah.
that's where Elijah and Corbin Crocker are.
Corbin who?
Corbin Crocker,
Now now
different,
huh? Okay,
different.
okay, the Crocker. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh well, what about the Tim Duncan's son and Bruce Bowen's son? That they play for TMI?
yeah. Bruce's son, Ooze, plays the point. Um, again, I haven't seen him since the summer, but he's very fundamentally sound. Runs the floor, runs the team well. Uh, I don't want any of that to sound like coach speak, but he just does everything pretty much the right way.
Is he a
Um,
dog like his daddy?
no, that's a big stretch. But does he
Huh?
get asked? I said that's a huge ask.
Well, I
You
mean,
know? But no,
you
I know. But no, I mean he does get after. It. Yeah, he'll get after you.
okay, okay, okay,
Um, and Tim Duncan's son coming along.
okay.
Last time I saw him,
What kind of
uh,
size you got on him, man? Because I can't remember from the summer. We saw him
yeah,
briefly.
he's about 6'6", six
Yeah,
five, six
that's what
six.
I try to remember. Okay.
Um, a lot like when we saw him over the summer, he was a lot like Maxwell Doctor Max from Johnson High School. They both have similar bodies. Um, they both rebound, and that's one of the things they've been taught over there with Coach Dunk. Until your game comes around, just rebound the hell out the ball, and that's what Max does. Antonian, they've got one of my favorites in Amari. You know, I don't know where he's going to end up. You know, but man, he's fun to watch.
Yeah.
And
He's a hustler.
we got another,
He's definitely our theme song.
yeah, yes, yes, and we got another season to watch him. Um, Ed Onway, very skilled 6'5" lefty, um, can take people out of their game by his aggressive takes to the basket. Doesn't rarely fouls, but draws a lot of fouls offensively. And then let's see, you got Marshall Hicks on the inside, very
Big
solid.
boy, the big
Yeah,
boy.
yeah, very solid. Plays his role well. And then Jamil, uh, that 6 foot bruiser of a point guard.
So when do they start?
Their actual first games are February 15th for playoffs.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to do is decipher Taps doesn't have it filled out yet, the bracket. So I'm trying to get with the guys and figure out where they're going. Uh, I just message. I will just message Coach Bernal and ask him if he knows. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then, like I said, I haven't seen him since the summer. But, man, he's fun to watch. And that's one of the things they've been taught over there with Coach Dunk. Until your game comes around, just rebound the hell out the ball. And that's what Max does. But no, man, it's here, bro, and it's time for it to start counting and people to start getting eliminated. Because as you know, it ain't for everybody. You knew it was coming, man.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. Yep, yep.
Yeah.
And like TAAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach. You got the One Eye Scout coming in hot this year, 2025. But man, hey man, I'm looking forward to the playoffs, Kevin. Then we give a shout out to our main man Phil, who's on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Bridge, they they got to take care of going for a funeral. So we wish them safe travels. And Phil should be back though Wednesday or something like that. So he'll be jumping in. He'll be jumping back in the games. Uh,
Hmm.
So but yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the road to state championship. You know,
Yeah.
uh, we got a few teams we're gonna follow, and it's gonna be great, man. We're gonna do what we need to do to let y'all know what's going on.
Yeah. And for I know we're about to jump off, but before we do, I want to name three players that may have been not storyline grabbers this year, but worth to watch in the playoffs. And we'll do this again on the next recap because I'm gonna send out another article. But Will Franklin at East Central, class of 27, shooting guard, small forward type, um, is ranked I think the 26th best shooting guard, small forward by Prep Hoops in Texas. But I think that's going to climb because he's really had a lot of growth this season. Um, my man Red has finally kind of turned the corner. Uh, Now he's gotten into his offensive groove again.
Mm.
And so I'm excited to watch him against Clemens. But I told him we're going to put pressure on him, but I guess he just did. And then one guy that gets overlooked at John Jay and shouldn't is Elijah Hubbard. You know, at 6'5", he's a junior. He's played his role this year. Uh, they don't pass him the ball a whole lot, and that's fine because he'll go get it off the backboard and score it. And I'm really proud of him.
Yeah, me too, man. I mean, I don't know him that well, but like I said, just by seeing him and knowing where he fits with the team, and just like you said, he does that exactly. That's perfect. And the thing about it, though, man, he'll go bang inside, then he'll step out behind that three, and he'll
Yes.
shoot that three, man. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm impressed with him. I'm impressed with him.
Yeah. So we'll have a few more guys. We'll talk about on Thursday.
Coach Taylor, Coach Brooks. What's up, fellas? Man, we ready to watch y'all, man. We ready to go do this. Kevin, man, I'm excited, man. And I've never really been excited about San Antonio basketball.
I know. I remember when I told you we are doing San Antonio basketball, and you grumbled.
I was like, I mean, we used to follow some of the kids, man, and be sitting up there at the Northside Gym and Paul Taylor Gym, and man, I was like, wow. But since meeting you, and you really put a different perspective, a different spin on how to cover the game and look, and just how we look at the game. And I really like that your thing about the matchups. And
Hmm.
I said, okay, cool, cool. I said, he know a little something. It sounds like he do. And but I like that. I like that to go out and see these matchups, these kids going, battling, and there's been some good ones, man. You've been picking some good games and some good matchups. So we can't get to see everybody, even though we want to.
Yeah.
I wish we could, man. But but you guys, the people in San Antonio, man, if you want to see some good family, bring the kids out, man, and show them and bring them come out and have a good time. Especially at the college level, man. I mean, we got some great college teams in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, even Our Lady of the Lake. We forgot to
Yeah,
mention them
yeah,
over there. Yeah, we just
yeah,
had a great conversation with Coach uh, Al Zaid. Al
yeah,
Zaid, see, I didn't Al
mhm,
Zaid, right? We had a
yeah.
great conversation with them over at Our Lady of the Lake, man, and they got a good little squad. I like them. I want to go see them brothers again.
And they've been ranked in their top 25 poll.
Yeah,
You
yeah. I'm
know,
like,
and
and I was shocked, when you said, "Man, we're gonna go see Our Lady of the Lake." I was like, okay, I'm good. And I put my trust in you, Kevin. Man, you ain't let me down so far, man. I was pleasantly surprised
yeah,
at our visit at Our Lady of the Lake. Yeah, and then having to get a chance to speak with Coach Al.
yeah,
I'm keep saying it because I hope I'm saying it right. And you ain't got Phil to jump on me, but yeah, man. So tomorrow too, Kevin. That's why I was asking you. So Justin Clemens,
hmm.
and so I'm also starting TAAN TV Kids.
Yes.
So, you did an interview with Anthony and his son Dwayne.
Hmm.
So they're doing a tryout tomorrow out at the. Matter of fact, I should have had it up, but I don't know. They probably I can't. I don't want to promote something that I wasn't really told about, but I can tell it. Uh, okay, let me find it. But they're gonna be at
Kitty Hawk.
Kitty Hawk. Yeah, out of Kitty Hawk. I was gonna try to get the place, but and doing the fourth, fifth, and sixth grade.
AAU or summer program.
Yeah, and like I said, we're starting 10 kids, so I'm gonna run out there too and get a little few shots. Boom, rub some elbows and let them know Tan's in the house. And you may one day you might see this big 6'9" white dude come in the gym looking at you. You know what I'm saying? Because the one eye
Yeah,
scout, if he get on your radar, if you get him on your radar, you got something. So but we're gonna move down a little lower, and then we're gonna tackle the AAUs for this summer. So I'm looking forward to it, baby. And Kevin, I'm real proud of you, man. Since talking to you, you're writing for it now. Tell us who you're writing for again.
so I write for Prep Hoops.
Okay,
It's a national, like it covers nationally, but it's broken into different categories, and so um, I write for mainly for Prep Hoops Texas. So
okay,
yeah, man, and it's been fun, and we've turned some heads towards San Antonio. Like I said, before I started, class of 27 only had I think 7 people ranked. Now it's up to 17.
see,
So that's a big improvement. Um, so we'll keep working, we'll keep pushing because I just want to turn eyes on San Antonio, and we're gonna get it done.
you're doing it, man. You're doing it, man. And I'm enjoying the ride, man. And we offer our platform to you, bro, because you bring knowledge. You give up there's opportunities, and I really appreciate you sharing them with them over here, man, and doing well for the kids, man. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, I appreciate it, man. I enjoy it. I told you that from day one.
yeah.
Uh, it's a labor of love. Uh,
Yeah, I
so
might have to tell our story, our first meeting
yeah,
when we first met, and I was like, okay, man. And so yeah, hey, man, God works in mysterious ways. Yes, He does, and He
yeah,
puts us together, man. And I really do. I really believe that. So you can't tell me that. And like I said, man, we're doing a good thing. And man, our little coffee break sports edition, is really getting around. And so, you got to keep giving them good information because I'm
yeah,
over, me, man. I love the kids, but I'm gonna tell it like it is. So but I got to see it first. I ain't gonna say it nothing unless I see it.
as you see it. Yeah,
Yeah, and I'm gonna shoot straight from the heart, man. And so it's been a great, man. And like I said, I want to get to meet more of the coaches when we do our coaches corner, and a lot of good stuff coming in the summer. And you're gonna be on that road,
yeah,
yeah, man, and traveling, doing your thing, and hopefully, like you said, man, we're gonna be doing some nightcaps, some
Oh
Man,
yeah,
I'm telling where you gonna catch Kevin, man, at. So uh
that's the one I'm looking forward to.
yeah, man, yeah.
Yeah,
So
bro.
Kevin, you doing a good job, man. And the thing, man, I really appreciate, you know, what you're doing and the information you brought over to 10 and then you introduced me to everybody, man. I'm just like, and I really appreciate it. A lot of cats don't do that, man. I mean, that's yeah. So that's enough of that. Cause almost feel like Phil. I don't want to sound like Phil. Yeah, what up, y'all? Y'all be safe out there, Philip. We be looking for you when you get back. Joining us on that road out there doing it. So yeah, man. So it's been great, Kevin. I guess until we
Well, I think we'll target Thursday, and like I said, I'm only going to go one day at a time right now because I not know if there's going to be a playoff game to determine the district final spot. So I want to leave it a little bit open for that. But tomorrow night, Judson and Clemens.
tomorrow night, Justin Clemens, yeah, and also Anthony, I'll be out there to see little bro Dwayne real quick. And y'all gonna be looking forward to a segment called TAAN TV Kids and Sports Edition. Man, I got another young fella. We haven't. I've been talking with his dad. And man, and shout out to Matt. I just put it out there like that. And we got another one coming up. I got two hoopers, and then I got one that's on the gridiron. Gonna shout out to King that's on the gridiron. So man, so it's we're looking forward to doing some great things in 2025 on TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with a global reach, y'all. It's the coffee break, sports edition. You see him right there, Kevin, aka the one I scout. I'm Vance Bradford, just enjoying the ride, y'all, and just enjoying the ride and sharing the platform, putting the cameras on the kids. And we got some shots of big time, And he got so many names, y'all. So if I call him from Kevin, AKA the One-Eyed Scout, the big country, So you real dude, you're real. So we're looking forward. And I want to give a shout out to my guys, Drone, Big Dogs Picks, my man Mark Howard. Give a shout out to Mark, aka he's our national touring comedian. We're gonna get him here, y'all, one of these days. He been on me about getting him here, Kevin. Kevin, you like comedy?
I like comedy.
Okay, man. We'll try to get him in, man.
The wife really likes comedy, so
Oh, really?
yes, yes.
Well, man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna have to show you something. Let me show you something. I'm gonna have to show you. We just had well, matter of fact, you didn't say that, but we had my girl, my guy Ambrose Jones out of Memphis. He was here this past weekend along with Goldie from
Mhm.
the Flavor of Love. So they did a great show this weekend. I got a chance to see him one show because I was moving around. But yeah, it was a great little weekend. They did their thing. So Tan TV gonna be around.
Yeah.
Also, Kevin, you ready to go? You gotta say something because I want to
No, you go through.
shut it down. Okay. Also, yeah, guys, tonight 8 Central Time. It's the premiering of our. I'm gonna run the show right now. It's the premiering of the Blueprint. Hey man, it's three young ladies, Kevin, that
Hmm.
sharing their life experiences and things. It's a great podcast, man. I think it's going to be a great hit, a big hit on TAN TV, and it premieres tonight, y'all. TAN TV, minus the Blueprint podcast. So please check it out. 8 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time here on TAN TV. So make sure you subscribe. Tell somebody. So it'd be great. Here, I'm gonna give you a little quick look, and then we'll come back, Kevin. You close us out, and we're gonna be out of here.
Establishing and building that tribe is very important. So I think this episode we're gonna get into our friends.
Yes, friendships.
Yes, and the importance of
building that circle.
I
I'm
mean,
still vibing.
I'm still
I'm
vibing.
dead.
I'm just like, I started.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, them girls have a great time, man. So make sure y'all tune in tonight and check them out. So, Kevin, you want to take us out of here, man?
Yeah, one last thought on as we go out. AAU teams are starting to have their tryouts. Some for the high school, eighth and ninth grade, some high school levels already. Just make sure you do your homework. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and get all the information you get. Other than that, be safe, be nice, and we'll do it twice.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Thursday.
sir. And hey, if you see us out there, man, and especially you see Big Country, aka the One-Eyed Scout, hey, call him out there. You give him a shout out, man. Say hi to him, man, and say hi to us if because I'm like Casper. I'm not the Holy Ghost, but I'm the friendly ghost. You know what I'm
Hmm. Yeah, no, and parents have, and that's been really cool to meet different parents along the way.
Yeah, man, we
So,
doing that too, man. Yeah, we man, we having fun out here with this, y'all. So, I saw you. I thought you started to shake that leg. I gotta check you out, Kevin. See if you got some rhythm, man. I know your wife do. She doing the choreography, so.